What's up, guys? You know what time it is. It's a special edition of Conqueror TV on a Tuesday. You're like, what? Why Tuesday? Well, yesterday was Valentine's Day, and I didn't want to be the a-hole that ruined people's plans. But you know who I am? Your host, Brick Johnson on Conqueror TV. Tonight I have a very special guest, the American Roughneck. Welcome there, sir.
Hi.
Hi.
I have one question.
Yes, sir.
Am I the only person that can see that whole car montage thing going on?
Nope, everybody can see that.
Okay. I was just checking. Somebody needs to add oil to the Pinto. What the hell was that?
Lost. Yeah.
All right.
So
What's up? How are you?
How are you? I'm good. How are you doing tonight there, sir?
Oh, outstanding. Glad to be here. What's up? Hey, you called me, so let's do what you want to do.
All right. Well, we're going to sit back, chill, got some questions. We'll see if you answer. Hopefully give me the answers that I want. But yeah,
All right.
how this is live TV. I was prepared. I'm ready. But it's live. Sometimes you just get a little fumbled up. But yeah.
Oh, you want me to ask the questions?
Oh no, I definitely
You sure?
got
Because I'll ask questions. How long have you been a host?
For a while. But yeah.
Are you sure? All right.
Yes. All right. Like Dr. Quack said, if anyone got questions for either me or American Roughneck, just ask. All right, take two. So, American Roughneck, you've been an indie wrestler, a promo artist now, and also in the police 30 years. So thank you for your service.
Thank you.
A retired police officer. Yeah. But what got you into wrestling and then also being an indie wrestler?
Okay, one of the guys that I used to work with, he was a professional wrestler. He was trained at the world famous Monster Factory under Larry Sharp.
Okay.
Okay, so they asked, we were talking, and I was just opening a DJ business at the time. He's like, hey, would you want to come down and try playing some music for us? And I also did a little welding. They wanted me to do a little work. And I'm like, yeah, I would love to get into this. And they're like, cool. We're just getting ready to do some shows. They separated. They were on their own. And at that point, I was like, well, you guys can't afford to pay me right off the bat. So why don't you train me? So it was kind of a one hand washes the other type deal. They trained me as a pro wrestler. I did the sound work. We brought in the Monster Factory, and they did some training there for a little bit, and things happened, and they parted ways, and we had our own place. They had their own place. That's neither here nor there, and it just took off. I was basically a mediocre wrestler with excellent mic skills because I owned a DJ business.
Yeah, that's
but
crazy.
I got over because I was able to use a mic.
So did you ever meet like Mikey Whipwreck? He's part of the Monster Factory. That place is legendary. I don't know how many people came out of there.
Oh, there's a ton. There's a ton. Right now your USA champion is a Monster Factory graduate.
Yeah, let's say that's like one of the premier ones, I would say. Now, what got you into wrestling? Like, do you remember the first time you started watching wrestling?
I started watching wrestling, and believe it or not, my first favorite was a guy named Ivan Putski.
Okay.
Back in the 80s when they did Spectrum Wrestling, and Sunday Wrestling was just one hard cam inside of VFW. Right. Bruno Sammartino, Chief J Strongwell. I'm showing my age.
I love all those, yeah.
That's my era branching into the Hulk Hogans who came later. I remember the first time I saw Hulk Hogan, I was like,
look at that. Larger than life.
Yes.
Did you ever get to see Andre the Giant?
Yes, I did. I saw Andre the Giant at the Spectrum in Philadelphia.
Oh, wow. So, you're a big Philly fan then. Did you watch? Did you go to any of the ECW events? I'm pretty
I've
sure you
been to
probably
DC. Yeah,
watched
oh
it.
yeah, and I've had friends that have worked for that company, and it's just like the tri-state area between New York, Philadelphia, or
The whole little
Pennsylvania,
circle.
Delaware. It is so it's complete. I wouldn't like to use the word saturated, but there's so much talent in this upper corner of the East Coast. It's incredible. You got CZW, ECW, Game Changer Wrestling. You've got H2O. There's a lot of hardcore in this area. Me
Yeah,
personally, don't quite get the hardcore scene, but that's just not for me. I mean, tables, ladders, chairs, getting hit with stuff is okay. Light tubes a little too far for my
yeah.
taste. Setting
Barbed
people on
wires.
fire, barbed wire rings. I mean, and I've got a lot of friends that are in like some big hardcore leagues, and hey, more power to them. They're having fun. They're making a name. It's not for me.
So before we get into a couple of Cody Greer's questions, so what got you into promos then? And then also side note with that, how did you transition from indie wrestling into promos?
Believe it or not, I was sitting there one night. I trained with, and they used our facility was Mr. Mayhem and Dr. Quack.
Okay.
They were at our gym every, I think, once, twice a week, and I worked with them. I was the nighttime manager of the place, so I was there a lot. Fixing up the venue, making it presentable, coming up with gimmicks. I also ran the birthday party, so there were some nights that
You told
yeah,
me
look,
about
you
that.
want to close it? Look, that was the hardest job in wrestling. Was taking 250 bumps in 3 hours for freaking 10-year-olds. I mean, getting clotheslined. It's a good thing I'm able to look eye to eye with like a lot of kids.
So
You know,
who's more stiffer, a 10-year-old or a 30-year-old wrestler, pro wrestler?
look, believe it or not, you know how old I was when I started wrestling?
20.
41. 41.
One. Wow.
41. And I started wrestling. Like I said, I was a mediocre wrestler. 5 moves and a microphone. That's all I needed.
How long did you wrestle?
I wrestled actively for like a year and a half, off and on ever since. I stopped a couple years ago due to some
Injuries.
life-changing medical issues. I'll keep it flat out. I had open heart surgery.
Ooh.
It was hereditary. I was 2 weeks from not being, and I'm still here. So I
Well,
can't I can't complain, and I'm still at the top of my game.
so
So it's
how was the
okay.
transition from wrestling to promos? Because I know
Okay,
promos
so
kind of go with both. Like, how was that transition for you?
promoing was the transition wasn't that difficult because if you ever you'll see my tagline ringside with the Roughneck. During my wrestling days, I uh, had a talk show introducing new talent in the middle of the ring and trying to get them over and stuff like that. So there were storylines involved with it. So really, I can't say it wasn't difficult because it's two different beasts. It really is. Uh, the hardest part is here you don't know your opponents like right off the bat. I mean, I started with another league uh, before Heart and Soul started, but I was watching Dr. Quack and he invited me to watch one of the other shows. And I was like, this sounds like fun. I think I'm just going to come in and take belts.
Yeah,
I
that's what I
was
was
born with two
thinking.
mics in my hand.
Yeah, I was gonna ask how we got the transition from like the other promo into here, but you already said that already. There's Ed Lindsay,
How
there's Cody. Now you just came back from like a little bit of break. How was that coming back? Because like sometimes you get a little bit of ring rust, or we'll say promo rust. You came back and you won. How was that for you? Like how was that coming back to do promos?
uh, You mean after the time I took off?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it seemed difficult, but I've been the roughneck since 2011. So jumping back into roughneck mode, look, I pass a mirror in my house, and I might just start shooting a promo.
There you go.
Talking crap to myself. Uh, there's a point in my life where like promos were what I was doing, and I was loving it, and my kids would be walking by me going, "Mom, he's doing it again," you know, because I'd break out in a promo against my 5-year-old. I'm like, you need to sit down. Stop asking me for things. You're too expensive. I can't afford you. I'm going to kick you to the curb. And she'd be like,
Oh,
Mom, he's doing it again. So
those are probably I know for you at least probably have to be one of the best promos out there. Just promote against your kid. I haven't done
oh
that
yeah.
to my kids yet, but they've promoted against me a little bit. Mine like to take the center stage like I do. They'll get on the camera and be like, "What's Dad doing? Dad's not Brick Johnson. He's lying. He doesn't wrestle." I'm like, "It's not wrestling. It's
uh,
this." But Dad, you're lying. You're not wrestling. I know I'm not. But I love the titles too. I mean, I got lovely titles on the back. We got
I
a few
see that.
questions here. Cody was asking, how long have you been riding bikes and what is your favorite one?
I've been riding bikes since I guess 1989. I bought my first street bike in 1989 in San Diego, California, when I was in the military, and I've it's been an off and on relationship with motorcycles. Right now we're on off again because right now my big thing is classic cars, and
Okay,
the two
okay.
hobbies are just way more than my wife will let me spend.
All right, well, really quick, we got to pay the bills, so we're going to go to a commercial break and I'll be right back.
Coming this fall to Heart and Souls Promotions. All right, now we're back. We got
The
show
hell?
coming on Thursday. So I want to say thank you to like Crystal Affinity, and now we have a new show that's going to come out with Tuesdays with Tin Man to be announced when that's going to be on. All right, so we are back. Now you got a match coming up on Thursday, a fatal four-way. Cody
I
has a
wasn't done with the last
question.
question.
Okay, you weren't done with the last question. That's all
I
right.
wasn't
What
done
was
with the
your
last
favorite?
question.
So you started back in 1989, and what's your
My favorite,
favorite?
but my favorite motorcycles, depending on what I'm doing, short little bar hops, hanging around, going 1-2 states, is probably the uh, Dyna Wide Glide or the Street Bob. And if I'm actually going to go do some riding, I'm partial to the Road Glide. Now, to
Nice.
be honest, I've been looking at the Indian Chief lately too. That's kind of
It was kind of
Indian Chief
nice.
is kind of doing it lately.
I'm a big fan of the 1995 like Fat Boy Harley Davidson.
Oh, I agree. That's the Arnold Schwarzenegger classic right there.
Yeah, gotta love those. I haven't been on a Harley in forever.
Uh,
So going back to about promos, I got a Fatal 4-Way coming up, and I know Cody has a question. He's like, "Do you have a?" He had a question about what does it feel to going to lose to the
I,
villain, but
I'm just
what do
looking
you
at
have?
Lamar Wallace.
Huh?
I was just looking at Mr. Wallace's little thing there
Mister,
about what did
yeah.
you serve? What did you serve at the Last Supper? I think I got the name right. It's Mr. Wallace, like missed your chance, missed your opportunity to actually be somebody in HSP. But we'll try again later.
All right. Yeah. He asked, What did you serve at the Last Supper?
What was
What was
Jesus like?
Jesus like?
He was a
He
good
was a
carpenter.
carpenter.
Yeah,
Exactly. He was a
he
good
was a good
carpenter.
carpenter. Made my steps.
Exactly. Um, so do you have anything for your opponents coming on Thursday? Do you have anything you want to say to them? Or who do you
Not
think's
really.
gonna
I mean,
win?
who do I think's gonna win? That was the dumbest question of the day. Who do I know is gonna win? Not Mr. Wallace.
You have anything to say to anybody in the back? Going
Look, my thing is, it's this one was probably, other than my first promo match, which was live. I did a live promo match. It was me and it was like just back and forth. It was freaking great. I love live matches. I'd much rather do a live match than this pre-taped. You know, it is what it is. I like both formats, but if I had my opportunity, it would be a live one-on-one. Hell, I'm even willing to take a live two-on-one and sit there and take on one of the tag teams that wins.
right.
I'll take their belts. I'll put one over each shoulder.
Nice. We do have a few other questions here. One from Miss Janae Slater, Mary Sue. Other than yourself, who is your favorite promo artist?
Oh, that's a tough one. Look, even the two new guys that have come in, the neat thing, like we said, I took some time off after my title shot with the big headed storyteller guy. Look, he still wants to be Foley. He even bought friggin' Rocky's jacket. Sorry, bro, you ain't got it. Put the leather away. Go back to your robe. Have some ice cream. But who is my favorite? I mean, HSP is growing, dude, and every day there's a new face. I came
Yes.
back and we were inundated. It looked like it was inundated with new people, and I honestly, I have not had the opportunity to watch everybody yet, and I'm taking my time. I mean, reason I took off for a couple months is I had finals. I go to school. That's not your typical what you think I am. I reinvent myself all the time. So I had finals. I took some time off. I came back. Favorite wise, I like Tin Man style. I, some of the guys that have come over, and after we did that head to head with all the other companies, I saw guys that I liked over there. It
Nice.
changes every day. Tin Man. I mean,
And of course, Cody comes up. It's okay. We all know your favorite is Rig. So, like, do you have any like dream opponents, like any dream matches?
oh, you mean with like people that we actually work with?
Yeah, we'll go from
My
there, and
dream is
then
to come in and whoop the storyteller's ass.
there you go. There you go. Win
Uh,
this Fatal 4, and then whoop
win this fatal.
storytellers.
No, repeat yourself.
Win.
Fix what you. When I win this fatal
Win.
two way, because there
Two-way.
was only one of them that's got talent in that whole damn group. That's me. Now,
So when you win and beat storyteller, then you'll be the champion.
yeah, that's just it's inevitable. I mean, I can't lose. The storyteller is no champion. He is just an ego with a belt. The belt doesn't make the man makes the belt. And he ain't making anything but a friggin' bunch of nonsense, noise, and tired ass videos.
Well, he's winning. Who would you say, alive or dead, in a wrestling match or promo? Who would you love to face, like in a say just a regular wrestling match, and then a promo after that?
Regular wrestling match, I would like to probably The Rock because he looks like he puts on fun matches. I would definitely like to work The Rock. I would like to work some of my old favorites. Like I said earlier, Bruno Sammartino. The man held the belt longer than anyone ever has.
Almost
And
10 years.
yeah, I mean, that would be Ivan Putski. Oh my God. Dean Malenko, believe it or not. Yeah.
I would love to get in a match with Ric Flair, get some chops, get the figure four.
Oh yeah,
and then a
sounds
promo
like
battle would have to be Dusty Rhodes.
See, for me, it's Roddy Piper. I would love to be in
that
a
would
fight
be a
with
good
Finn.
one too. Yeah, that would be kind of interesting. I could see you two going against each other, promo versus promo, and then maybe fist after fist after that too.
Oh yeah, because it never ends in just a promo with Roddy. And
I don't know if
Roddy Piper was one of my favorites.
I don't know if we asked it this way, but why did you start doing promos?
I saw Dr. Quack. I was just following the stuff that he was into, and I watched a couple matches from the other company that he started off with, and I was joking with him that I was going to come in and be the champion maker and heart taker, because I was coming in to make myself a champion and take hearts, and it ended up happening. It's been a blast ever since. I mean, it's pretty much like my wrestling career. I stumbled into it, and I've been having fun ever since.
Nice. And then we do have another question from Cody here. Says, because you're a car guy, what's your favorite classic car and why?
My favorite classic car is a 1966 Dodge Charger, first year.
Okay.
I like the sweeping back, the open trunk, the center console that runs from front to back to the back seat, 4 separate seats. That would be my first car. My second favorite car would be, and I'm actually on the hunt for one, is a 1958 Dodge Coronet, 2-door hardtop. I currently own a 1966 Plymouth Fury 3.
Okay. Yeah, so, I mean, everybody loves this car too, but I like the 1965. Is it 1965 or 67? 67 GT Shelby 500.
Oh,
beautiful car.
Beautiful
that
car.
or a 69 Dodge Charger, the Judd. From
there you go.
Dukes of Hazzard.
I would definitely have to agree with you on the Dodge Charger. I mean, if I had my way and I wasn't married, I'd be living in a 6-car garage with a bedroom and a bathroom.
Right. And then Ed wants to ask, would you face Quack?
Oh, I would definitely face Quack. I've been trying to goad him into a match for a while now. I mean, yeah, I'll take shots at Quack all the time. You look at some of my Quack. Oh, yeah, I would definitely.
Yeah, actually, he says, remember where we met, and said Bones was training with us.
Yeah, he had this one kid that he was training, had about a 6-inch vertical holding on to the ropes. I mean, that's as high as he can jump. 6 inches off the mat, and it was just yeah.
What's your favorite food there, Roughneck?
My favorite food? You just said it, food. I love food, but who doesn't love food? I mean, exactly. But no, I'm an avid home cook, but food-wise, depending on the day, I can rock some Mexican food. Love a good torta. Love tacos. Other days I like Puerto Rican food. I love making Italian food. I love, dude. I wish people, believe it or not, were as accepting of each other as they are of their cuisines.
Exactly. Well, we're coming down to the final thought here. You have any final comments or anything that you
Eleanor's
want to give to
badass.
fans? Oh yes, I love Eleanor. You can always get a '60s kind of Mustang and put an Eleanor kit on it.
Oh
Makes
yeah.
it really nice. But yeah, I would love it too if I could get the '67. Who wouldn't? But yeah, any final thought here? Like final advice you want to give, or anything that you want anybody to get out of this?
I mean, look, I started late in life, and I've been having a blast ever since. I am going to be, and I'm going to give it up because there ain't many people in this promo league, except for that one grandpa dude with no teeth. That has hit my age. I'll be 55 in August, and I'm still going.
Yeah, you
You
might be the oldest, other than maybe old school that I know of. You might be the oldest promo artist that I could think of. So,
And dreams aren't dreams; they're just things that haven't happened yet.
right.
You can make anything happen that you put your mind to.
Well, I do appreciate you having you on. Where can we find you at? Just here at HSP?
HSP, you can see me. I have an art page of just my art on Instagram. It's a Roughneck.
Okay.
I have a Facebook page just for the Roughneck himself. You can always reach me there. I'm pretty much, and that's the American Roughneck, RFFR, independent wrestler. And
See,
I'm on Twitter. I'm pretty much everywhere. If you got it,
well,
I'm there.
we do want to say thank you for your service as well. But yeah, let's talk a little bit about that. We'll just go a little bit over. But you're an artist. What got you into art, and when did you start?
I started doodling at a young age, and I did it when I was over in Desert Storm. I was drawing envelopes for guys that were sending letters home to their girlfriends and stuff like that, decorating the envelopes, making them something special, making
Okay.
them feel happy. Then I took a long break from it, and when COVID hit, I got tired of people just between COVID and elections. I got tired, so tired of people just going back and forth and disagreeing and just acting like total, for the lack of better terms,
Baboons.
total friggin' tool bags towards each other. So what I did is I started drawing classic cartoons and
Okay.
classic comic strips and putting them up on Facebook, and it gave other people things to start looking forward to. I did 487 drawings straight.
Wow.
And they cover everything from my personal, uh, I guess my inner nerd showing, but with some Star Wars stuff and
Okay. Okay.
some, like, I'm a big Disney fanatic. Like, if you ever got a chance to see, I've got 27 tattoos and I got hidden Mickeys through all of them. So I'm
Nice.
a Disney fanatic. So it just did.
Have you
I
had
mean,
any
I'm letting.
art shows or you
No,
just
I
do
just do
stuff
this for
online?
fun. I
Okay.
just do this stuff for fun. Like, people started buying it, and it was like really weird to me that people wanted to buy my artwork. I mean, it was cool as hell, and people still call me to like do stuff, and like they're like, oh,
Do
why
you
don't you
do
do it?
do you do portraits?
I do portraits. I do a little bit of everything. If you
You know
go to
what you
my
could do? It's an idea. You could take the promo artists and put them into like cartoon forms.
I could I could
I'm not
even do
saying we have to do
realistic.
a cartoon show, but it's
No,
something that we could do down the line or something. But I mean, you could do the art of the promo artists if they ask you. Could get paid for it too. I'm just saying
man,
there's an idea, but that's
I
really
just did one.
cool.
I did. If you go to the American Roughneck um, the American Roughneck on my Instagram. I did one for Joe Gacy, and it came out pretty cool when they changed his gimmick
Very
on
cool. Very
NXT.
cool. Very cool. Yeah, I want to say thank you for coming on, doing a quick little 30-minute interview. I know you got family stuff. You're a big family man as well. Thank you for your
That's my
service.
heart.
Thank you for like many talents that you have too. Guys, you guys can catch American Roughneck, like you said, on Instagram, here on HSP. If you want to merch, go to redbubble.com, American Roughneck. That's where you can
Oh,
find all of
there's
our
some
merchandise as well.
There's some pretty Roughneck stuff on that Redbubble. I'm telling you.
I mean, shirts, cups, stickers, anything that you need, even if you fancy him so much as on a
I think
blanket or
I
on a
think I think Dr.
shower
Quack bought
curtain
a
too.
Roughneck. I think Quack bought a Roughneck shower curtain. It's kind of scary.
I know there's one of me too. It would be scary too. But yeah, I want to say thank you for coming on, everybody. We will be on our next time on the same day, same time on Mondays at 7. Thank you for everybody coming on. Thank you HSP for letting me do my show. We'll say thank you to our sponsor, Crystal Infinity. Our next show is gonna be on the 17th, which is Thursday. Come watch us live, and then yeah,
Is
you'll
it
see.
corny?
And then tomorrow, huh?
Is it corny if I say Crystal Infinity rocks?
No, I think
Okay.
that sounds really cool. A little
I like
corny,
it.
but yeah.
I like their merch, but they do rock.
They do. They have some beautiful crystals. I mean, I'm not big into like crystals kind of stuff, but like
Yeah,
I would like to put one up just for like an art kind of thing. I think they're beautiful. But
yeah.
yeah,
I kind of like the skull.
yeah. Crystal Infinity, thank you for being our sponsor. If you need any merch ideas, go to Mike Matos, redbubble.com for our merch. Check out the Pulse tomorrow. We also, and then we have our Thursday show. I keep on
Yeah,
forgetting what it's
come
called.
out Thursday. Watch me win.
Watch him win. Watch as we crown a new champion as well that night. I want to say thank you to Dr. Quack and Mr. Mayhem as well, and HSP. My name is Brick Johnson. You have watched Conqueror TV, and you guys have a good night.